The power bank market is exhausting. Everything looks the same, rectangular black plastic. A couple of ports, some blinking dots done, just the same boring reference design over and over again. And then this thing showed up. The Baseus Free2Pull, built-in retractable USB-C cable, a circular battery display, champagne gold finish, and a claimed 30 watts from a 10,000 milliamp hour chassis. But here's what I actually want to know. Does it perform, or is it all packaging? Because today we're going full lab mode on this thing. Let's get into it. In hand though, the design is genuinely good. It's plastic, but the fine knurled texture does a convincing impression of anodized aluminum. Keeps the weight down, doesn't slide off your desk, and it just feels intentional, like someone actually cared. Side-mounted power button, single USB-C on the bottom, handles both input and output. Clean, simple layout, and then there's the main feature. Pull that tab, and out comes 27.5 inches of integrated USB-C cable, about 70 centimeters, long enough that your phone sits comfortably right next to it in a sling bag without any slack piling up. And this display, it's shaped like a camera module, dot matrix percentage readout. All right, enough admiring the hardware. Let's talk protocols. I ran the tester on both the built-in cable and the USB-C port, and they're identical, which is great news because you're getting the full fast charge spec sheet either way. Power delivery 3.0 up to 30 watts and PPS up to 11 volts at 2.7 amps. iPhone, Android, iPad, even lighter laptops like an M series MacBook Air, all covered. And PPS support, big deal if you're on a Galaxy or Pixel. That's how you get proper adaptive charging, not just raw wattage that runs hot. One quick gotcha. Pass-through charging works, but the moment you plug into the wall, output drops to basic 5 volts. No fast charging your phone while the bank recharges. Fine for an overnight hotel stay. Don't expect it to do both jobs at full speed simultaneously. First test. How fast does it actually recharge from zero? The charging voltage holds rock solid at 12 volts throughout the entire cycle. Current sits stable at around 1.45 amps for the first 3/4 of the charge. Then in the final 20%, you can see it stepping down in sharp successive drops as the cells near capacity. Total energy absorbed 38.88 watt hours in 2 hours and 27 minutes. For a 10,000 milliamp hour brick, that's actually pretty slow by today's standards. In fact, it takes almost as long to charge as the massive 25,000 milliamp hour Ugreen Nexode Pro. Peak casing temperature during the entire recharge, 31.9 degrees Celsius or about 89.4 degrees Fahrenheit. Second test, constant 5 volt load, and look at that chart. Not a single step down, not a single anomaly. For the entire 1 hour and 51 minutes, the internal converter is in its comfort zone. No voltage stepping required, which means maximum efficiency. Total delivered 30.69 watt hours. Measured efficiency comes out to 78.94% against a rated figure of 82.95%. Perfectly solid for a compact 10K bank, and heat essentially negligible. This is the cleanest, most efficient operating mode, and it's exactly what most people use a power bank for every single day. This is the one that matters if you're thinking laptop charging. I locked it into the full 15 volt 2 amp profile, a true 30 watts, and let it run. The bank holds full 30 watt output for exactly 22.5 minutes. Then the thermal controller steps in. Output voltage drops to 12 volts, while current bumps up to 2.25 amps to compensate. 6 minutes after that, it steps down again to 5 volts at 3 amps, where it stays for the rest of the drain. Total runtime, 1 hour, 30 minutes. Total energy delivered, 30.42 watt hours. Peak hotspot on the casing hit 40.3 degrees Celsius. That's 104.5 Fahrenheit. The second angle on the other side of the chassis reads 36.5 degrees. Warm in the hand, not alarming. The controller is doing exactly what it's supposed to, protecting the cells before things get dangerous. So, final verdict. True 30 watts lasts 22.5 minutes, then it throttles twice. Laptop charging is simply off the table. Here's the thing though, on the surface, this power bank looks incredible. champagne gold, circular display, retractable cable that clicks out satisfyingly, and that built-in cable genuinely is convenient day to day. But the moment you start testing it, the cracks appear. Thermal throttling, no real laptop charging capability way. It's a device that prioritizes form over function, and flat pouch cells just don't have the reliability track record of cylindrical 18650 or 21650 formats. If you want a compact 10,000 milliamp hour bank that actually delivers, look at the Ugreen PB727. Covered it previously, links in the description. Cylindrical cells, better sustained output, less compromise. The Baseus Free2Pull is a great looking power bank, just not necessarily a great power bank. If the breakdown was useful, subscribe, more teardowns coming.